The Rinascita arc brought a tidal wave of new limited 5-star Resonators, 14 total shinies since version 2.0, and honestly, this is where Kuro took their roster building to another level. We've got 3 new healers beefing up the sustain category, 5 strong buffers and utility supports, and 6 pure damage dealers who've been pushing endgame speedruns to new records. So let's talk about who's worth your asterite and who's better left collecting dust in the archives. You're welcome back to the channel. Kamusta senyo lahat. Before we start the countdown, get some edge to your asterite farming by grabbing a massive 24% discount with Lootbar. It is a great way to keep your top-ups cheap and safe. Lootbar offers cheaper than in-game top-ups, and if you use my link in the description, you can get an extra 10% off your first Lunite subscription, Battle Pass, or refill purchase. Trusted by gacha fans for their reliability and customer service, they're rated near perfect on Trustpilot. DIY mobile top-up means you get your discounts without giving your password. I know because I use them, so if you're planning to pull, this might just be your wallet's best friend. Hit that link, save big, and help support the channel. Now, back to the video. Remember, every one of these units shines in their own way, and players who have invested time and effort into mastering them will truly enjoy their mechanics and gameplay. That said, like all countdowns, some characters naturally sit at the lower end, while others redefine what it means to be top tier. So let's get it on. At the bottom is Zani, at 14. She can melt enemies with flashy parries and massive AoE, but she's painfully expensive. Without Phoebe and her signature weapon, she underdelivers. She can't generate her own spectro-frazzle stacks, which makes her punishing, so new players beware. Veterans can enjoy the risk. At 13 is Roccia. On paper, she's a Havoc sub-DPS with crowd control and mob gathering perks, but she demands heavy investment and is often outclassed by free character Sanwa. Long field time and gear needs make her more of a luxury than a must-have. Build her for fun, not for meta dominance. 12 goes to Phoebe. Dual stance, flexible, strong in single target and AoE, and her broom makes exploration fun. But her damage hinges on the spectral frazzle debuff and precise rotations. Mismanage it and she falters. 11. Galbrena. Safe range DPS, decent damage, F2P weapon options. Works in fusion teams, even with Qiuyuan, but she's more interchangeable than a meta staple. Short attack range and meter management can frustrate. Think of her as a flashier side grade to Chongli. 10. Cantarella. Heal, buff, damage, all in one. Perfect for mono Havoc teams, but her dual meter rotation is brutal. One mistake ruins her flow. She's rewarding if mastered, but demanding. Respect her, but don't reach for her casually. At 9, Ciaccona. A 5-star arrow support and sub-DPS excelling in quick swap teams. She applies debuffs like arrow erosion and spectral frazzle, boosting allied DPS, offers minor crowd control, and keeps off-field presence. Highly niche, her value depends on specific teammates. At 8, Qiuyuan. Provides universal buffs like echo skill damage and crit damage, and pairs well with meta DPS like Galbrena and especially Phrolova. Quick rotations keep him off-field, but his value is niche. His short, quick burst window makes him a monster of damage efficiency. A great alternative to Shorekeeper as an instant crit damage buffer and makes Phrolova pop as a DPS. At 7, Iuno. Flexible as main DPS, sub-DPS, healer, or buffer, providing solid utility and buffs like heavy attack bonus. Best with Augusta and Qiuyuan. Her gated kit limits damage outside specific setups, and without her weapon, her DPS drops, making her more of a luxury than universal pick. At 6, Brant. Multi-role fusion unit with strong damage, healing, shields, and buffs. Fun gameplay with flashy mid-air attacks. Hard to optimize. Reaching peak potential needs 250 to 280% ER and signature weapon. Not beginner-friendly, heavy investment required, but worth it once built. At 5, Lupa, a fusion sub-DPS and buff machine excelling in quick-swap fusion teams, especially mono-fusion compositions. Provides strong team-wide fusion damage buffs, resistance shred, and high personal sub-DPS damage. Best in-slot support for current and future all-fusion meta. Kits are highly specialized, losing value outside fusion teams. She often relies on premium teammates like Brant, Galbrena, or Chong-Li, and while functional without it, her signature weapon significantly boosts performance. At 4, Cartethyia, arrow main DPS with dual-form mechanics centered on arrow erosion. Top-tier damage, safe ranged attacks, self-healing in enhanced form, and strong AoE. Relies on teammates like Ciaccona to maximize erosion damage and needs her signature weapon to shine, but standard banner is good enough. Managing forms and rotations is demanding. Interruptions can easily break her flow. At 3, Carlotta, the novice player's best friend. A 5-star Glacio main DPS known for reliable single-target boss damage. High, consistent output, low skill floor with a high ceiling, and F2P friendly with 4-star weapons and teammates. Also freezes fast-moving bosses and can pair well with 4-star Sanhua. Offers ranged combat utility and a built-in defense shredding debuff. Drawbacks include losing damage if quick-swapped during liberation, newer DPS units matching her output, and high ER investment to maintain smooth rotations. At 2, Augusta, Electro main DPS with top-tier damage and striking animations. Time-stop liberation offers strategic flexibility, while consistent shielding supports specific echo sets. Works well with accessible 4-star supports like Mortefi. Downsides: complex rotation, heavy reliance on signature weapon and premium teammates like Iuno. On-field necessity during enhanced liberation disrupts quick-swap playstyles. And finally, at number 1, Phrolova, a Havoc main or sub-DPS specializing in aggressive close-quarters combat and demanding on-field play. Offers devastating damage output, especially in mono-Havoc teams or paired with premium support Qiuyuan. She deals damage all the time with a strong coordinated attack damage, and her fast-paced, visually satisfying gameplay totally unmatched. Drawbacks: steep learning curve, complex rotations punish mistakes, reliance on premium team compositions to reach peak performance, and optimization requires supports like Cantarella and Qiuyuan. However, you can slot her as a sub-DPS with any main DPS in the game, while able to deal significant damage on her own. And that wraps up my definitive ranking of all the 5-star limited Rinascita Resonators. This list reflects my personal analysis of each character's strengths, weaknesses, and overall impact on meta-team compositions. I'd love to hear your thoughts, whether you agree or disagree, so drop your insights and opinions in the comments below. Let's get a discussion going. If this video resonated with you, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel for massive damage buffs. Ring the bell if you want to receive even greater gacha blessings. Thank you so much for watching. Maraming salamat po, and I will see you in the next video drop. Goodbye.